Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm talking about how I launched a nearly six-figure coaching business in under 2 months. And I'm going to sort of share with you just a basic breakdown of really what I'm doing to build this thing out. And just to show you some proof real quick, so you can see I'm here on my computer. You can see the past 4 weeks of business, if it will focus. See, the past 4 weeks of business, I've done about $7,400. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the page just so you can see that this is completely real. Right there, yep, $7,400 into my coaching business, and that is mostly all profit. And so I just wanna walk you through, how I'm doing that, and really how I believe, honestly, I believe that anybody can be doing it, because it ultimately comes down to picking a niche and putting out content that is valuable within a niche, and then making sure that the niche actually has problems that are worth the amount of money that you're charging. So let me talk about this a bit. I'm going to talk in this video about personal branding. I'm talking in this video about systems and processes. I'm going to talk in this video about information sales and sort of how information sales works. So I really started focusing my YouTube channel on the social media marketing niche in the past. Sorry if you can hear that. I have a mini fridge in my room now. My personal trainer is making me eat crazy stuff, so I had to put a fridge in my room. So if you can hear that, I apologize. But it started, early January. I decided, you know what? I've been running a small marketing agency for a while now. I take on clients here and there, and it's not something I really focused on in a massive way, but it's something that I know how to do because I know how to run Facebook ads, I know how to build funnels, I know how to do all that stuff, and so I decided I'd take on some clients. And my personal brand gave me some clients, as well as just some connections that I have, some people that I have. Sort of the overpour from their agency comes into my agency, and I've got lots of friends in the space, so I take on clients where I can. And I was making, a decent amount of money, not a whole lot of money, not a whole lot compared to a lot of people who run a marketing agency, but enough to know how to teach people how to do it, right? So I was making enough money where I had total financial freedom at the age of 19, and I could really travel, do whatever I wanted to do, and that's enough for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna start talking about this on YouTube. So I started making videos. For the first half of February, I uploaded daily. I uploaded a little bit here and there in January, just to test the idea. And those videos got enough traction where then people put some eyes on me, and now I offer coaching as sort of a back-end service, right? And if you're wanting to build your personal brand, you know that it's important to have a specific niche, right? So mine is social media marketing and personal branding. Those are the two niches that I focus on. And within personal branding, I talk about information sales. So that's what I'm doing in this video. I'm talking about personal branding, information sales. You get the point, right? So I'm educating you. And I want to talk about, look, you have to have a niche that actually has problems that are worth paying that amount of money to. So I've had some people, that I coach in their personal brand. For example, one specific student is in like the basketball niche. And the problem with the basketball niche is, there's not very many problems that you can charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to solve. Especially with just your average kid who plays basketball. So you're gonna have to end up charging, or targeting, advanced athletes who are making money with their career. That way, you can charge money, and it can be considered a true financial investment for them. Because at the end of the day, it's all about financial investments. That's what you're trying to provide for people. Any purchase is, at the end of the day, a financial or time investment. And if you're not giving them back enough money, giving them back enough time, or giving them back another asset, maybe emotional fulfillment or enjoyment or whatever, then it's not going to be worth the money. And so with basketball, it's a hard niche to target. Whereas social media marketing, well, if I can tell someone, which is it's the truth, if someone can pay me, $2,500 to $4,000, however much it is that I charge, depending on the student, sometimes much lower than that. I'll be honest. For my coaching, and I can say within a 90-day period, I'm going to have your agency up and running. We're going to have 2 or 3 clients on board, and they're going to be paying you a monthly recurring fee. Then that's an investment for them, and I walk them through the process. And so that's as simple as it gets. It's have a niche, know the niche, know how to solve problems within the niche, and instead of selling a service or a product, or sorry, not a service, because coaching is a service. Instead of selling a done-for-you service or a you-do-it product to solve the problem, which could be like a course, and then done-for-you services, like a consulting service, like my agency is consulting, where I come in and actually do it for them. Coaching is this middle ground. where then it's a two-way street, and it gives you a lot of free time to do what you want, but it also helps your students in a very, very intimate way. If you're working with me one-on-one, you know I give you WhatsApp at this time, February 2019, I give my students one-on-one access to me over WhatsApp. And it's my job to go out and study, all these crazy high-end Facebook ad and social media marketing strategies and how to build your agency stuff. And I put, over $10,000 of investment on the topic into courses and coaches in 2018, so I knew how to do it. That's why I was able to do it well, and so I'm taking that and turning it back into money. So I'm trying my best to make this not be a plug for my coaching. That's not at all what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to help you understand is, if you understand a niche, let's say you are a wedding photographer, because I used to be a wedding photographer. Let's say you start making some wedding photography videos. Let's say you start talking about how successful your wedding photography business is. People are naturally going to want to work with you. And if you can systemize that process of somebody going from a cold traffic random person on the internet to being a student with you, then you've got a legitimate business. And what I mean by systemizing the process is, what you don't want to do is put out videos and hope. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is put out videos and put stuff in the description like, hey, go to this link if you're interested in coaching. And at that link, you have a basic funnel that, is designed to turn people into coaching students or sell stuff to them, whatever. And frankly, right now, I'm trying to break through the YouTube algorithm bottleneck, because right now, my channel only grows as fast as YouTube lets it. So I'm trying to run some ads, and I'm going to soon come out with a small book and stuff like that to teach people what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, so that then that book acts as the thing that gets me as many eyes as possible, instead of YouTube's algorithm doing that for me, because I freaking hate the algorithm. It sucks, and it's unpredictable. So that's how you should view it, right? At the end of the day, you're in a niche and you're providing a service. Coaching in itself is not the service you're providing. The service you're providing is solving a problem, and the student views coaching as the quickest route to solve that problem, because they respect your authority. And that's why content comes in, because you build that authority with them. And that's why my channel's filled with videos, is because it helps me have that authority with people. So that's how I've been able to build a nearly 6-figure coaching business in under 2 months, starting this year, 2019. And I really am passionate about this topic, and I really am passionate about helping people who know something make money teaching it, because I love decentralizing education. I love when somebody who's out there actually doing something comes and teaches it, instead of, some dude who read a bunch of books telling you how to do it, right? Or it's what they do at like colleges or something. So I like decentralizing it, and this is something that I'm very passionate about. So if I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to actually go out and do it. Number one, you're going to want to be able to solve a problem in the first place. So people aren't just going to pay for your time, right? Even if you're the most famous person on the planet, if people pay for your time and then word spreads that your time isn't that valuable, the amount of value attached to your time is going to go down, and you're going to not famous and not making any money, right? So you want to ultimately be solving problems with your time. You don't pay a therapist just to talk to them. You pay a therapist because they help you dig into your psyche and uncover all this stuff, and they help you solve a problem with their words and with their concepts. So you want to make sure that you're solving a problem, right? You want to make sure that you are good at solving that problem. You want to make sure that you've solved the problem yourself, right? And that you've helped other people solve the problem, maybe for free, friends of yours, whatever. Next, once you are able to solve that problem, put out content on, small versions of solving that problem. So problems within that problem. Here's how to solve this one. So if your problem is, helping NFL athletes or NBA athletes get a higher vertical on their jump, and you happen to be a tall, fit dude who plays basketball and has a massive vertical jump, then you can put out content on how you developed that jump. You can put out content on 3 tips to get a better vertical jump. You can put out content on why you can't make dunks if you don't have a good vertical jump. Whatever, right? You can promote that content through ad spend. You can write a book about it and promote the book, whatever it is that you want to do. And eventually people are going to ask you if you coach. And that's why I actually started doing coaching, is because people literally asked me. They said, hey, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to pay you money to have you coach me. And so I opened it up and I built a funnel for it, and now it just comes automatically. So I apologize if this video was a bit of a rant and just kind of a little everywhere. I recognize that. And I knew that by making this video, it was going to be that way, because there's just so much involved in this topic. But again, it just comes down to putting out content. Comes down to actually solving a problem with your coaching, and not just selling your time, but selling the solution to a problem and using coaching as a means to solve it, right? And it comes down to knowing your niche and knowing the things that they want to hear and what they need from you so that you can make content that actually helps them. And then lastly, it comes down to building systems. So if you have content out there and you've got some eyes on you, build systems in the back end to actually appeal to those people and sell to them things that matter to them. So like one of the things that I'm working on right now is I'm going to build YouTube ads that retarget previous viewers of my content with offers that I have and things that I know can help them. Another example is, any video of mine that is more agency related is always going to have a, coaching link underneath it, stuff like that, right? That helps you begin to build systems and actually build a legitimate business instead of just relying on random chance, which is really ultimately what this comes down to, is building systems and not relying on chance. And that's the main principle that I've been following in 2019 that is allowing me to scale. So I see 2019 as being a massive, massive year for me. The agency, coaching, courses, everything like that. I'm excited for it, and I hope to continue to document it. Once again, apologize if this was rant style. I don't know if this was very valuable. I hope it was to you. If it was, subscribe, leave a like down below. Comment anything if you have any questions, any comments of any kind. I respond to pretty much every single one. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.